Hello and welcome again to WOT Tactics, and we are once again watching a battle by a Hellcat. It's not me driving the tank, it's someone else, and is this going to be another epic battle like the other one I showed earlier? We'll see. Funnily enough, the map is practically the same. You know, this is Prokhorovka, but it's pretty much the same as Fiery Salient. We're on the other side, but the tactics are pretty much the same, especially when it comes to tank destroyers, which is to stand back. It's not leading, that was a bad shot. It's to stand back and snipe, and just really use view range, use camo, and rely on spotters from the team. What is, however, going on here is, if you notice on the minimap, his team is rubbish. Look, what are all the heavy tanks doing here? You know, that's really bad. I mean, yeah, okay, he can deal a bit of damage from here, but it's just awful. The way his team is laid out on the map is terrible, and that M4 who just went alone on the hill all by itself now is dead. You know, complete waste. The enemy is not particularly smart either, because they also stand one facing the other. So, you know, that's easy for the Hellcat. We've also got a team killer. Brilliant. So that's not a good start, and in fact you can see on the score that the team is struggling a bit. But this should be... Oh, I was going to say this should be a kill, but it won't be a kill now. Or maybe now, because he's been tracked. One more shot, because his team is rubbish anyway. You know, if he hasn't moved... Oh, somebody else killed it. Okay, fair enough. Right. What's this? I mean, look at this. I mean, what is that heavy tank and the OI and the TOG? Move away, get away. Oh, okay, good shot on the OI. Good shot on the OI. Oh. Well, okay, never mind. The main thing is that somebody destroys the enemy. I actually think at this point the Hellcat really deserves a kill, because, well, you know, he's done a fair bit. His team is rubbish. This VK30 is going to die very soon, as expected. And the team is still struggling. It's struggling even more. The VK36, good. Okay. Right, it really is a tense battle, but just notice what he hasn't noticed yet, but just look here. Look, by our base, there's a lot going on there, and the Hellcat hasn't realized yet, but there was an enemy there. Really, you should perhaps maybe keep an eye on that, but he's concentrating on this M3 Lee. Incredible, he hasn't done a kill yet. I mean, that is so unfair. So unfair. Right, what's happening here? Alright, lots of dead tanks on both sides, but his team is leading, so that helps. And finally, they're beginning to move. A bit, not a lot, but, you know. And it doesn't actually have in front of him, the last position is a Type T-34 and a Panzer IV-H, so not really a major threat for him. They managed to escape. So I think it's time now the Hellcat starts to move. Certainly his teammates should move. And I mean, alright, the TOG, what is bad about this team is, alright, the TOG is slow, we know that, and you know, but really even the TOG should move by now. And that A43, that's good. Maybe he can take this one out, or at least seriously damage it if he hadn't moved. Okay. He's finally got a kill. So maybe he'll come to 2. He has to lead a little bit more.
Enemy armor is damaged.
He's got one shot. Yes. Good.
Gotcha.
Okay, 2 kills. That's a bit more like it. I want you to just realize one thing, just quickly. That A43 is a team killer and it's basically abandoned the game. So the team is actually playing with not 6 but 5 teammates, which are now down to 4 because one just got destroyed.
Enemy is hit.
And now they're doing alright. They're doing okay. They're doing okay. Well, you probably think, well, why is he showing us this game? I mean, you know, it's not doing Top Gun, it's not carrying the team. You'll see. So now he's getting a bit fed up with his teammates. So now the Hellcat is making this move. He really should load up gold for this one because it's not so easy. Mind you, on the side,
Enemy armor is hit.
he has to aim at the other side because otherwise he won't penetrate in 88. He's got to aim at the side.
Penetration.
Yeah, I think he got that on the rear actually. And he might just destroy it.
Enemy armor is hit.
Okay, one more shot, he should be dead. And he's gonna lose his chance. Why didn't he carry on? Oh well. Alright. So what's happening now? Don't forget that A43 is basically a dead tank. It's not even good at spotting because he's actually stuck in the corner. It's not gonna spot anything. So really it's 4 versus 3. So it's still, the battle is still in balance, although the HP count is definitely in the Hellcat's favour. And now this KV-1, which is going back on itself,
Enemy armor is
and is destroyed. 3 kills. Okay, that's a bit better. But you can see how the Hellcat is played. You know, you never really, you don't go and attack. You don't go and, you know, spot or anything. You just stay behind the lines and you do your sniping. Notice though that he's run out of ammo. I mean, main ammo is down to 0, and he's only got 2 gold ammo and 6 high explosives. So that's not an awful lot, and there's still a bit of a way to go before they can call this a victory. The TOG has finally decided to move, so that's better. They need the TOG's gun. By the way, the TOG has got like 100 shots, so you know, so long as it doesn't get destroyed, it can carry on.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
Excellent. Okay, 4 kills. You see, in the end, justice is made, and the Hellcat is getting what it deserves. But what did he get really in the end? This was personal mission Tank Destroyer 15, and he got it. He got it with honours. So that's how you do TD 15. How do you do it? He did 3,800 damage. That's 3,800 damage on a Tier 6 tank. That is a lot. That is an awful lot. Of course, he got high caliber. Of course, he also got tank sniper. He got Confederate too. And by the way, this was also a 9,500 WN8 battle. So very well done. You look at the battle, you think, well, there's not really anything to it. He was just standing at the rear sniping. Well, yeah, but that's the job of a tank destroyer. And that's, anyway, what is required to achieve this mission. You got to do damage. How do you do a lot of damage? You have to stay back and keep a low profile because you need to survive the battle. You know, to do 3,000 damage in one battle, especially on a middle tier. I mean, you know, if you're tier 9, 10, it's doable. But tier 6, tier 5, tier 7, you know, you can only do it if you survive the entire battle and you just keep pounding the enemy shot after shot, shot after shot. I mean, 3,800 damage with the Hellcat is roughly 17, 18 hits. You know, that's an awful lot of firing. So, once again, well done Hellcat, and if you want to do the last personal mission, TD 15, I mean that's the first campaign obviously, then that's the way to do it. Take a low profile, stay back and survive and just keep pounding the enemy. Thank you for watching.